everybody, my name is Jo. We've met before and you've met Carlo before, my next door neighbour. I'd like to welcome you back to our learning today. Do you remember what we talked about yesterday? Carlo came with a bit of a problem for us. He was worried about an invitation he had to a picnic. He loves picnics. The picnic part wasn't what was worrying him. The part that was worrying him was that he needed to know about patterns and patterning in order to be prepared. So yesterday we started off by teaching you something really important about patterns, Carlo. Can you remember what that was? We talked about a repeating pattern and we used two colours to make a repeating pattern. Can you remember what colours they were? They were red and they were yellow. Red and yellow was our unit of repeat. Then we copied that pattern again using the same two colours, red, yellow, red, yellow, but we changed the objects that we used in that pattern. We kept the same colours going, but we changed the objects. The third pattern we did was a little bit more complicated because we didn't use red and yellow objects. We changed the colours up. Remember, we used green and orange. Green and orange became that tricky mathematical saying, it became a unit of repeat. There were two elements in it, and we made that pattern over and over and over again. Okay, that was our learning from yesterday. I'm hoping you went home and practiced your own repeating patterns at home. Let's see what Carlo's bought for us in his bag today. Whoop! Always his communication book, which we find really helpful. Looks like he's been doing some painting. Let's have a look in your communication book first of all. Oh, he's brought his invitation back to remind us about what it is he needs to learn about. That picnic is not till next week, so we've still got some time to be prepared. Today is day 17. Dear Jo and children, Carlo spent most of his afternoon creating, repeating patterns at home. He did this. He used two colours in most of his patterns because that is what he felt most comfortable with. However, as he was recording, he noticed something interesting. Hidden within one of the units of repeat, there was another pattern, and it wasn't a coloured pattern. I wonder if you can help him see what it is. Carlo's looking forward to some new learning today. Some new learning, Carlo. And it says, thanking you from Carlo's family. That is Mum, Dad, and his sister Anya. Okay, let's put this communication book away, Carlo. Let's pop your invitation safely back in there so we don't lose it. And let's have a look at your recordings today. Looks like you've been very busy. Let's start with, we'll move these out the way. I'll pop these on the floor. Let's start with the first pattern you created. It looks like you used our idea from yesterday and created can you see this? Help me. Red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow pattern, what is the unit of repeat here? There are 2 elements in it. I'm going to use my texter today, Carlo, to help the children recognise the pattern that you've created. There are 2 elements. It's a repeating coloured pattern, and there is red and yellow. Red and yellow. Red and yellow. Let me see if I can trick you. What colour's missing? Have a close look. Red, yellow, red, yellow. Did you guess? Red? Well done. So Carlo made a 2-colour repeating pattern using red and yellow. Great, that came from our learning yesterday, Carlo. Oh, this one looks the same. Let's have a look. Perhaps you only had 2 colours at home, Carlo. Let's see if we can work out what the unit of repeat is here. Help me by saying it out loud. Yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red. He's used 2 colours. He's used the same colours, yellow and red, but the 2 patterns are different. Listen carefully. Red, yellow. This one is yellow, red. So the first element of this pattern is yellow. The first element of this pattern is red. They look similar, but their unit of repeat begins in a different way. Great work. Looks like you've been doing some printing. I wonder if you used sponges there, Carlo. There's another one. Let's change colours. 2 colours again. He feels very comfortable with 2 colour patterns. Let's say it out loud. Green, orange. Your turn. Orange, green, orange. What would come next? You can follow it down. Green, orange, green, orange, green, orange, green, orange, and it can continue. Green, orange. I'm going to hide one element of this. Can you guess what it is? Green, orange, green, orange, green, orange. Did you guess green? Well done. Right, Carlo. What is in this unit of repeat? 2 elements or 2 colours. It begins with green and the next element is orange. You've used paint, but we could use any objects that are green and orange to copy this pattern. Right, well, Carlo's got one more, and I don't think we taught him about anything else besides yellow and red and green and orange patterns yesterday, so let's have a look at this one. It's a little bit different. It is a 2-colour pattern. Help me. Yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red, yellow, red. So actually, it is a 2-colour repeating pattern, but if we look really closely, I can see you used something different for your printing yesterday, Carlo. I'm going to draw around it. I might do it on this one so that you can see. What are you noticing? You're right. There are actually two shapes in this pattern as well. I'm going to put a circle around the unit of repeat. He's used a square and a circle for printing, so we could name this pattern up in a different way. Can you help me? Square, circle, square, circle. Your turn. Circle. We're going to continue this one down the bottom. Help me by saying it out loud. Square. Help me. I'm wondering what you used for this printing, Carlo. Okay, let's try it from here. Are you ready? Saying it out loud helps us to remember the pattern. Square, circle, square, circle, square, circle, square, circle, square, circle, square, circle. And if we had more, we'd be going right over Carlo's feet and off the end of the table because the pattern keeps repeating. Our unit of repeat has two elements. I love the way we can always count with two fingers. Check in. 2 fingers up. How many? 2 in this unit of repeat. This time, we're naming it up as a square and a circle. Okay, we've got some mathematical material that I've brought along today, and I think this is going to help us understand that not all patterns need to be 2 colours. We've just identified or actually discovered a pattern hidden within Carlo's 2-coloured pattern. It's a square and a circle. So I'm going to tip some of these mathematical materials out. And I'm going to move these out the way because we've finished with those. I'll pop them back in your bag, Carlo. And you'll see I've got some shapes here. I wonder if you can guess what they might be. There is a square and there is a circle. Let's do our smaller sorting first of all. Let's put our circles to that side and let's put all our squares on that side. Can you guess what we're going to do? We're going to have a go at copying Carlo's pattern. So we know the first element was, you're right, a square. Next came a circle. Did you notice something? The colours don't match, but that's not important for us in this pattern. Our pattern this time is about shape, not colour. So we're not trying to match to colour, we're matching to shape. So we've got a square and a circle in our unit of repeat. What comes next? You can check on the chart if you want to. Square, help me. Circle, this one's easy. Square, circle, square, circle. We can continue this underneath if we want to. Follow the pattern. Square, circle, square, circle. Oh. Can we continue this pattern or do we need to end it there? Because if I put that down, is that a repeating pattern? Let's check the second line. Square, circle, square, circle. What should that be? A square. So we're going to leave that one and move it over to the side. So Carlo, you can see that repeating patterns are not always about colour. Sometimes we can look at the shape of an object to create a repeating pattern. That was a great discovery today. I'm going to pop those materials away. And I'm going to pop your printing away too, Carlo, because we've got 2 more patterns we're going to have a go at today. Let's pop the next lot of materials out in front of us. Remember, we're starting with one big group. One looks interesting. And then we want to sort them into 2 smaller groups. Okay, let me try and find 2 that look different. Do you recognise how we're going to sort these today? You can see we've got a big object, and the opposite to that is, you're right, small. So we're going to put all the bigger objects over this side. We're not sorting by colour this time. And then all that are left go into the group with the small objects. Or big objects and small objects. I wonder if you can guess what this pattern might be. Let's start with the big object. We're going to have only 2 elements in this pattern. One from this group and one from this group. There's our unit of repeat. Big, small. Help me. Big, small. Big, your turn. Big, small. We're going to start a new row. Let's make sure we follow this pattern. Big, small, big, small, big, small, and if we had more pieces, we know that we'd put the big one in next, followed by the small one. So, let's do a quick check. Our unit of repeat, 2 elements. What is it? Big and small. We've made a pattern based on size today. Big and small objects. It's a repeating pattern. Let's say it out loud. Big, small, big, small, big, small, big, small, big, small, check. Big, small, big, small, big, small, big, small, big, small, and it could go on and on and on. So that's a different kind of pattern. Let's slide those objects to the side. Okay, Carlo, and now I've got another pattern for you, but this one, everybody, is going to be really tricky. Are you ready? You're going to notice something different about the objects in this bag. That bag out the way. Uh-oh. What are you noticing? Normally, when we begin a 2-element pattern, we sort it into 2 separate groups. We have one big group and we sort them into 2 separate groups. Today, if you look carefully, you'll see that all of these objects, they look the same. How do we make a repeating pattern when the objects look the same, Carlo? This is probably going to be the trickiest pattern we've made so far. It's not about how many. It's not about colour. It's not about size. Can you have a go at home and see if you can think about how we can make a unit of repeat with 2 elements in it when the objects look exactly the same. I wonder if you guessed this. We're going to put this cup down. There's a clue. And we're going to go the opposite way for the next cup. So we're going to go up. What's next? Down. Next we'll turn the cup up. Down, up, down, up, down. And to finish that pattern off evenly, we'll put another cup up. Is that what you guessed? If you did, well done. 2 elements in this pattern. The unit of repeat this time I'm going to write on the board, and I'm going to use arrows, is down and then up. Down, up. It's really helpful if I touch the objects as I'm doing it. Down, up, and now I've got that pattern in my mind, I'm going to continue it. Down, I'll say it out loud, up, down, up, down, and I've just run out of paper, but you know now what the unit of repeat is in that pattern. That was tricky. We could create lots of different patterns, but I think we're running out of time, so I'm going to pop this one away. Thank you for helping with that. Down and up, down and up, and down and up. Remember yesterday we spoke about all the different ways in which we can create patterns. We can use materials, we could use paint, we can use lots of different objects from home like loose parts, we can use our body, our hands, our feet, and yesterday we discovered we can even use our voice to make a repeating pattern. So today, Carlo, we're going to show the children how we can translate a pattern that we've made using the symbols on the board and our voice. It is a 2-unit pattern of repeat. I can check. And I'm going to help you, because every time you see the arrow go down, you're going to use a low note or low sound in your voice. And every time you see the arrow go up, you're right. You're going to do the opposite to that. You're going to use a high sound. Are you ready? Let's give this a go. Low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low, high, low. We finished, interestingly, we finished on the first element of that pattern. If we continued it, we'd go back to you're right, a high note. We can read this one in a different way. We did this yesterday. We could sit down, stand up, down, up. Are you doing it? Down, up, down, up, down, up. So our unit of repeat is, you're right, down and up. Well done, everybody. Wow, we've done a lot of new learning today, Carlo. The home task for the children is to practice all the new patterns that we've learnt about today. You might find a large group of objects with 2 different elements in it and make a 2-element pattern. You might use big and small objects. You might use wide and narrow objects. You might use shiny and dull, or you might choose to use colour or shape. Actually, you know what I think they should do today, Carlo? I think you need to challenge yourself. Can you find a set of objects that is all the same? You might go to your cutlery drawer and get a bundle of spoons and put them out and see if you can create a 2-element pattern just using spoons. Remember what we did with the cups? We'd love you to have a go at that. And most importantly, have a go at recording. You've been a great help today. I'm sure Carlo's feeling more confident. We both look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. Bye.